Hello once again. Welcome back to another haphazard production with your host, Lance Renard. And, right, I'm in the Minneapolis area. I will not be going through to show the devastation. I know, it's going to be there for a long time. I contend, as I showed in my video with the rioting going on, that nobody was attacking the liquor store that was directly connected to the police department that was being attacked. Sorry about this thing. Nobody was looting that. That's because there weren't any CIA and FBI operatives there inciting the looting. That's how it works, guys. If the public would have taken the first looters and held them and apprehended them and ID'd them, the likelihood that they were operatives trying to incite rioting, trying to make the public look bad, was high. I mean, the likelihood of that was out the roof. However, because of people's malleability and being convinced that it's a better thing to do to go ahead and join the looters, this causes some grand dissension by the first leading of the public. Herbert Hoover, during Martin Luther King, Herbert Hoover, who turned out to be, having a lover that was a prosecutor and prosecuted people for being gay, prosecuted people for being communists. It was a dissension to our government. And one of these dark-run dissenters. So, so it's gone out of hand. And now people are going to be persecuted, prosecuted, and other people are going to say, rightfully so. Because it is, unfortunately, due to the fact that people are so malleable. I mean, stop it. You're just hurting yourselves by being so malleable and believing it. Yeah, well, you broke in, it's a good idea to take stuff. And now all of the stores, I mean, it is preposterous. The Targets within a certain area are all being shut down and boarded up because of their fear of looters. Yeah. Well, the general public has, a downtrodden attitude toward looters, toward people that just take things that they want. There's always the justification that you can do that. And I've scared somebody, slowed down next to me, thinking that I'm going to bust him because I look so much like a regular police officer. It's preposterous. Preposterous, I tell you, and I just bit my lip. Yeah. Well, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? My opinion, the CIA and FBI and the counterintelligence went in to start the looting. The people continued with it, and it created a greater dissension for it. I believe that the police officer, quote unquote, that did the open murder, they call it third degree. What, are you kidding me? Third degree is when you punch somebody and they die by accident, you didn't mean to. This guy put his knee on the guy's neck for a full, well, you saw it. It isn't third degree murder. It's second or first. And on top of that, they knew each other. Yes, now you know. The police officer and the gentleman that was murdered were both working as bouncers in a certain bar. I'm going to get all the inside details and information, but I have people checking details, and I'm not just making shit up off the top of my head. And what are you going to do? What am I going to do? Go out and place arrest warrants on police officers is probably a good idea. And I can, and you can, for Christ's sake. Just because I'd have a certification that I show that shows my level of authority. See if I can get it out of my pocket while I'm sitting in a traffic light. Right, it doesn't actually show the level, but it shows that I have been sent this certificate by the Department of Homeland Security. And it's right here. Boink. Let's see this. All right. So, the first illusion that you see is that it's from FEMA. That's an illusion. It's not from FEMA. It is FEMA training, Federal Emergency Mitigation Management Agency training at level 52, but it isn't from FEMA. It's from the Department of Homeland Security. And by my oath, obligation, and training, I have self-activated on my own determination to help mitigate and assist emergencies across the nation. You go, well, don't you consider that to be an emergency? Hell yeah. But it's after the fact, for one thing, and it is out of line with the objectives that I have set and achieving and completing for another. So, I say to you people that don't just drop dissension or drop the faith in people because they're angry and they're easily malleable when they're in anger. As I've mentioned in past videos, I've been a bouncer in a biker bar. I've been a manager and bouncer for years. And when people are bombed, they do some wild and crazy things. And the next day, they're like, oh, man, what did I do? So we all have these details. And am I pushing one side or another? I'm pushing a little more faith in our people than is being shown in the mass media because of the truth of the matter, because of the realities of our world. You know, you got to take a look at it. You really question what you're being told, especially if you're watching it on mainstream media. What are you kidding me? Realize that, and you know what? It does help to see both sides of a story. You should not watch it, but watch it with a huge block of salt. And look at the videos that are being put out by YouTubers that actually have a clue, that aren't just ranting about details and can give a tangible resolve to them. And like I said, my only tangible resolve is to go round up police officers, place them under arrest. Sheesh. It's a pretty ugly detail. And so, what's going to happen to this guy? And what happened to the people with him, his other partners? Well, there's a whole lot of information about the other ones that weren't shown on the other side of the car. I've got a terrible road here that I'm driving on, so I'll cut this short. But there are details that are probably out there now on YouTube. I haven't had the time to sit and survey this. I am so busy right now achieving that which I began when I started my road trips, my up your nose edition. You notice I'm not up your nose, but I have this stuff in my way. So I need to move that. But in the meantime, we should all be quite concerned and and look at the truths of the details. The other officers that were with them had records of having trouble in undercover operations and such. Look into it yourselves. I will find out what I can and report as promised. I'm working on the hat money right now for the ones of you that saw the hat video. And I've also devised a way to, oh man, this is a good one, but I can't tell it to you quite yet. A way for you to enrich and enhance your lives. And I know you're like, what is it? Well, right now it's undisclosed, but it's a hell of a great idea. I'm here for you guys, and I'm here for the world and the people of the world. And I very often feel like I'm trying to save people while they're jumping off a cliff. I'm here going, stop, and they're just like, I believe it, jumping, killing themselves. So, what I can do about that, what are you kidding me? If somebody's going to take a gun, stick in their mouth, and pull the trigger, That's their choice. I'm just trying to wake a few people up, and hopefully a lot more than a few. I have so few views and so few followers, or I'm sorry, subscribers. No offense against you guys. It's just a matter of interest, concern, information, data, whether or not you're really getting something usable, tangible, helpful. So I hope this had a little bit of information that made you think. I will continue on and carry on and complete my quests, objectives, and missions. You people, try and get it out to the world that we need to stand united. The world, not just a few people, not just a few people burning down a gas station. And when the world stands united, it shouldn't be an anarchistic, kill everybody sort of an attitude, because that's what we're all brainwashed into. Realize that what we've been brainwashed into is what we need to break out of. And this anarchy after success ain't it. That ain't it. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll talk to you soon.